Okay, sorry we're a little late. We're working on that. Hold on. Let me share this out first.
Somebody turned down their audio.
Okay.
We ready?
Yeah, hold on a minute.
Tell me to hold on. Did you hear that?
Well, get your mics. Test your mics.
Check.
Hey, Greg.
Hey.
Check,
Hello, test.
Check.
Crank it up.
Crank it up, man. It's Freedom Rock.
No, I'm serious.
All right.
Mine up.
Yeah, he is quiet.
Yeah, turn yours down like you did last week.
Turn it down.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why do we gotta do that?
Because it picks up better around the edge instead of straight on.
Oh. There it went. How do I do that? Hey.
Yeah, much better.
I want it now. It doesn't want to stay in there. It wants to fall in my lap.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah. Just hold it. Hold it.
Why 50 episodes and now I'm having this problem?
Well, just turn it sideways.
I had some.
No.
Hey.
There you go.
There's a sweet
There
spot.
we
Still doesn't
go.
sound right to me.
You got to find the sweet
Turn it
spot.
up.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, let me share this out. Boom.
We got two watchers. Come on, let's get on with it. It's
Man,
Mike and
he's
Molly.
got someplace
Mike
to
and
go
Molly.
tonight. Mike and Molly, like the TV show.
Yep.
We probably owe royalties now.
I think we probably do. They're watching.
Are you ready?
I think my microphone's still crap.
Well, what do you want me to
sound-
do?
It helps
It
if you
sounds
look at it when you talk.
I'm looking right at.
You
what
sound
side-
wonderful now.
Really?
Yeah, seriously.
Yours sounds great.
You do sound weird.
Hit unplug the end and plug it back in.
Plug it back in. All right, the old IT fix.
Yep.
Hit the reset button.
I heard it pop. Yeah. Oh.
That sounded terrible. I don't know.
Hey, why don't you... Yeah, okay.
Whatever.
Are you
Okay.
not hearing it?
I'm hearing him. It just
sounds muffled.
Yeah, it sounds weird. All right. You ready?
Carry on.
Sure, go ahead.
Carry on.
Hey, Annette's watching.
Uh-oh. Oh, hang on.
Halfway through. Oh,
I know.
that didn't work.
Somebody had it turned down.
Oh.
All right, ready?
Where did that come from?
What?
Hey, welcome to Stuck in Beta. What
Is
you?
your phone not turned down?
Mine is.
Okay, welcome to Stuck in Beta. I'm Greg, and these two are both named Josh. How about that?
Somebody's got something turned up.
It's Greg's TV, I think.
I don't.
Is it the TV?
I don't know. I don't hear it now.
Something's turned up. I can hear it.
Oh well. Let's carry on.
Oh, this is going to get annoying. I can hear somebody talking.
Okay, we got to figure this out.
It's not mine.
It's not mine. Check.
Check.
Someone.
Okay. It went away
So
now.
professional.
I
Someone's
think
got an echo.
I don't hear it now.
Who's got the echo?
We're good.
Sounds down.
Sit down.
worst
Let's
show
start the
ever.
show.
All right, worst show ever. Hey there.
Can we start over?
It's a great day here at the podcast Beer 30 Stuck in Beta Film Bacon Studios. So, how you guys been? Anything special going on?
Not today.
Nothing.
I spent the last
Man, you
weekend.
do
Yeah, you
sound
do sound-
weird.
It's this stupid microphone.
Let me try this.
All right, so I spent.
You want to use mine? No. And so we're rebooting. We're rebooting Josh's
Trying to.
microphone.
Oh, that's different.
Wow. Yeah. What was
Whoa.
that? What'd you do?
I put it on a different channel.
Okay.
Wow. Maybe
Yeah,
I need
it's like
that.
totally different. So he's on like channel.
You're still weird.
Now it's tinny.
It's like
Come on,
It's
Greg.
like there's a gain.
We need an engineer.
Who messed with the knobs?
We do need an engineer.
I don't know what to do here.
Mike says we sound fine over his computer
Oh, okay.
speakers.
There, I turned down that.
Okay.
How do you sound
Yeah,
now?
I
no,
guess
it's the
fine.
same as before.
Yeah, that sounds like before.
It's
Anyway.
it's a conspiracy. Now I hear a bunch of background noise. Yeah, there you go.
I spent a lot of the weekend outside, which for
You're
those
like 30 pounds lighter now.
Yeah, for those that don't know, we had this immense, huge. I don't know what
Crazy.
the right
Stupid,
adjective is.
disgusting.
Ridiculous heat across the Midwest and across St.
horrible.
Louis. So St. Louis reached a record high of 108 on Saturday. Did you guys hear that?
You sound like you're calling in from the traffic copter or something.
You don't have to keep
It's weird.
mentioning it. Hey-o! We're over Festus, Missouri.
Yeah. Why don't you land the helicopter, Josh, and come on in the studio?
Talk from the other side of it.
Why can't I just talk directly into it?
That's not how it works.
You can't
Don't
look
you know
right
how a
at
microphone
it.
works?
You can't look right
Oh, hey,
Hey, that's
different.
different. Much better.
What is wrong with this thing?
I think it's your voice.
I think it's
yeah.
Greg's setting you up for
Okay.
failure is what it is.
So I was in Columbia, Missouri over the weekend.
Hey,
for a
Josh is
baseball
here.
tournament. Hey,
Hey, welcome. When'd you get here?
well, if I can ever finish a sentence.
Oh, my
We're
God.
like 20 minutes in. We're still talking about the microphone.
I know. Anyway, yeah, it was ridiculous. The heat up here, I don't know what you want to call it, in the Midwest was just ridiculous. It was very unpleasant.
Yep.
It was just all day, just drinking water after water after water, just sitting.
So Bud Light.
No, stayed away from the beer, just drinking water all.
Oh, you can't
All
drink
weekend.
beer in this.
No, I
yeah.
mean it'll mess with you so bad.
Yeah.
But and then never really needing to pee. Crazy.
That's the weird, when you really
Yeah.
start to think about it, it's like, I've drank 4 bottles of water and I haven't had to get up and pee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know that was the reason they made Gatorade. That
Yeah.
like in between halftime, they noticed their football players weren't peeing, so they wanted to get a. That's how Gatorade was made. They made a drink that would what?
Do you hear like a buzzing?
No,
like a vibrating?
It's his furnace or something. I mean, air conditioner.
Okay.
So anyway, yeah. So then they would.
You're easily distracted.
Apparently today.
So anyway, yeah, that's what I did all weekend. And the boys, man, they played. Oh, it was just crazy. There was a on Saturday afternoon at 4:00. It was, I think, 102 degrees. It was 108 here in St. Louis, but
With
it was
like
102. in
80%
Columbia.
They actually
humidity.
played.
They played.
Were they okay? Did anybody
Yeah.
get...
No, they
Wow.
had the so how I know this had to be the hottest that we've ever played baseball. My son's ever played baseball. They had mandatory 10-minute breaks every like half an hour or 40
Wow.
minutes. And where like all the players had to get off the field, they had to go to the dugouts and make sure they were drinking water or Gatorade or whatever.
Wow.
So that's how hot it was. The good thing was there was like a steady like breeze throughout the day. So that helped. But yeah, it was just crazy.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
I mean, we were under canopies and everything, but it
Yeah,
was
but
just,
when it's that freaking hot, it doesn't matter.
There's no.
No.
You just have to get inside.
Well, okay, so that segues into my story. Friday, our local Sears is closing, or was closing, I guess, at that point. So I decided, I'm going to go over there, swing over there, and look and see what kind of refrigerator they have, because our refrigerator's fit 16 years old. And
Daddy needs a new refrigerator.
I need a new refrigerator, and I've been wanting a new refrigerator, one of the nice, cool French door refrigerators with the freezer on the bottom and the ice in the door.
Yeah, that's what I have. I wouldn't say they're cool, but
Ours is cool.
well, I mean, go ahead.
So I go into Sears, and they had 4 refrigerators left, and one of them was this really nice looking, like a dark stainless steel refrigerator. It was regularly $3,000, marked down to $1,300. I'm like, that's not a bad deal. I looked up the reviews. All the reviews were really good, and it was a decent price. So I called Annette and said, hey, I'm going to buy this refrigerator. She said, okay, that's fine. So I asked the guy, I'm like, do you guys do delivery? Can we set up delivery? He's like, no, we don't do that because we're closing. We don't have a delivery team anymore. I'm like,
Wow.
I thought in my head, okay, I'll make Greg help.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't my first thought. My first thought, I need to go get a trailer from my buddy's house. So I called my buddy and asked him if his trailer is available. He said, yeah, sure, go on down and get it. No, turns out it wasn't available, so I ended up renting a trailer from Home Depot. My dad and I get back to Sears to pick the refrigerator up. And we didn't quite understand how heavy this damn thing was when I bought it. Turns out it's 380 pounds, which is massive.
Heavy.
Yeah. So we couldn't get it on the trailer ourselves, my dad and I. So I called another guy and said, hey, can you come over to Sears and help me load this thing up? He's like, yeah, I got somewhere to go, but I'll come over and I'll help you get it loaded. Okay, so we get it loaded on the trailer. Man, it was heavy. I called Greg. I said, hey, can you meet me at the house and help me unload this refrigerator? Yeah, okay, I'll be there. So we get back over to the house, and it is just so freaking hot. We were standing there, working on taking the doors off because the damn thing's too big to fit inside the door of our house, so we had to take the doors off. And I literally am just standing there holding a screwdriver, and sweat is pouring off of me. It was disgusting. So the other part of this is the refrigerator is black, right? So we were going to unload it off the trailer, and I touch my hand. My dad and I both touch our hands to the top of the refrigerator.
The side, too.
And you touch the side. And that damn... You could have gotten burned if you would have held your hand on that thing, because it was so freaking hot. Yeah, so that's what I did Friday night, was move the refrigerator in my house.
How did you end up having to take all the doors off? And
just one of the French doors. And I found the water disconnect. It was on the back. You were supposed to pull that hose all the way out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh. But we got it in. It was no big deal. I ended up having to take the door off the freezer drawer and one of the doors off the top part to get it in our front door.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you need a new refrigerator? Was your other one giving you problems?
Our old one, I think the freezer wasn't cold enough because our ice, if it had an ice maker in it, it would make ice, and all of the ice was one big solid chunk. So I know
something was dripping in there.
I know it was getting warm enough to where the ice was starting to sweat, and then it would get cold enough, and it would all refreeze as one solid chunk of ice.
Well, last week you were here with my ice maker, and I was getting that word B1 solid chunk.
Right, yeah.
I found out there was the water, how it goes down that little slide into where the ice tray is. Well, I guess it froze up along one part, so every time water would go in, it would overflow.
Oh, geez.
And end up in the bucket where the ice was. So,
Glenn, we had a refrigerator dolly too, and it didn't help.
I don't know those French door. I don't know how I've had mine now for, I guess, a month or so. I don't know how I feel about it still. It's kind of a pain to get stuff out of the freezer. Because everything you stack stuff on top of each other.
Does it not have a drawer in the freezer?
Yeah, it does. But still, like the bottom part is just deep, and you I don't know.
It's like a chest freezer.
It is.
Yeah, it's like a chest freezer. The one thing that I really like about this one is it's got two ice makers. It's got an ice maker for the door as well as an ice maker for the pull-out one, which a lot of them don't have that. They got the single ice maker in the door, which if you have a lot of people in your family and you're all using the ice out of the door, you will I see that.
Yeah, but you're still moving.
Mine's fine.
I don't have an ice maker in the door or water or anything in the door. I wanted to avoid that.
Really?
Because we've just had, I don't know, just issues with it, and I hated the sound of always when the kids would go to the door.
Yeah.
So we don't have that. We just have it. It just comes in a big, tray in the bottom.
Yeah.
It's a whole lot easier.
And we've never had it, so we did it this time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that was my Friday night.
How about you, Greg? What have you been up to?
Went out to the Lake Terdillac.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we went. Molly's. My brother and sister-in-law. They have their Emily's parents have a lake house out there. So we went out there and hung out in the water, and I mean, it was like bath water.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, it was
a nice
nice
little lake, though.
Oh yeah, it was really nice, but it literally was like bath water.
Now that lake's got a motor restriction, right? The motors can't be over a certain horsepower.
I don't
trolling
know
motor.
That.
No, it's bigger than trolling motor. I think it's like 15 or 20 horses.
Because I know people are water skiing.
Oh, are they? Okay, no, they don't. Okay,
Yeah.
that must be Wawanoka that has the restriction.
We saw this one guy where I'm sure you see this in the Ozarks. There's a like the boat would go, and there would be a guy on like a, what do you call those? Like a little boogie board or whatever.
Oh, he's skiing behind, or he's surfing behind the boat.
No rope.
Yeah.
No rope.
Yeah.
And it just pulls.
Those assholes throw out about a 6-foot wake and destroy docks is what those guys do.
But I know, but it's pretty amazing that thing.
It's cool to watch, but they destroy property.
Well, I didn't think he was making that big of a wave.
Yeah, they do.
Well, you have an opinion on that?
Yep, I have an opinion on everything. Just ask.
He does.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Ozarks, so I saw you had that on the agenda for the
Did you
Netflix
watch any
show.
of it?
I'm on episode 7.
Dang!
I'm on. We watched 3.
We started Saturday.
Holy
night.
cow!
And
you're getting to the good stuff.
okay, so far I'm enjoying it.
I'll tell you my experience real quick.
How far are you?
I turned it on yesterday. Lori was like, "Oh, this is."
It is not for kids at all.
Oh yeah.
Hang on a second.
Okay.
Let me talk. We were.
Are you talking about?
We were sitting at the dinner table.
Oh no!
And Lori's like,
no!
Yeah, all the kids. And Lori's like, well, we should watch this show. I'm like, I'm sure it's not appropriate. And she's like, well, I don't know. She looked at she watched the trailer and then she like tried to figure out what it was rated, which is TVMA. And she's like, oh, there's probably language and everything. So she turns it on. And within the first, a couple minutes,
You're
there's like a dialogue.
fried chicken and
and then the F word comes out.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, well there you go. I'm thinking to myself, that's not going to be the extent
that's the tip of the iceberg.
And so like it's maybe 5 minutes in, and he's talking to these clients that are across the desk from him. And he pulls the monitor around.
Yeah.
There's like,
Oh yeah.
You know what that was?
No, I was like, I'm like, turn it off.
Oh.
It was, so that's that's all I've seen.
So, kind of a spoiler, that's his wife sleeping with another dude.
Oh, well, I figured it was
Spoilers for anyway.
So, can I give you my take on it without, I guess there won't be
You just
really
spoiled
any
something.
Yeah.
A bit.
that's in the first 10 minutes. Come on.
Okay, it's in the beginning, but still.
So,
I want to watch it though.
it's not a secret that I spend a ton of time at Lake of the Ozarks.
Yeah.
And this movie is called Ozarks. It's theoretically based at Lake of the Ozarks. And,
I saw the
subculture.
arcade, the Indian.
Yes,
yeah.
very good. Yeah. That's fun. I'll get into that. So to me, this is very similar to Breaking Bad. Kind of the story structure, how it's shot, just the subject itself. Is
Average guy,
goes bad, drug dealer, money launderer kind of thing, right? So to me, very similar to Breaking Bad's storyline, but which that's not a bad thing. To me, the weird thing though is the writing is kind of weird because they make everybody, all the locals, seem like local yokels that are idiots, right? They're kind of rednecky, except for the girl. They're all kind of rednecky dumbasses.
Well, yeah, but I bet you're down there a lot,
right,
but I'm sure there are people like that.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Probably not everyone is like that.
But my point is, about episode 3, I looked at Annette and I said, I get that they're trying to paint this picture of the locals kind of being, dumb and just redneck locals. But their language, the language that they use and the vocabulary that they use is above average vocabulary, which to me is striking. They're trying to paint this picture of redneck locals, but yet their vocabulary is above average. To me, that was just kind of strange.
Yeah.
So my gripe: the title of the show is Ozarks, right? Ozark. I think there are 4 scenes total, and I'm in episode 7. There are 4 scenes total that were shot at Lake of the Ozarks.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The arcade scene was one when he's talking to the owner of the arcade. The scene where the boy is walking along up the street and it says Bagnell Dam by Ameren, Missouri.
The big Indian.
And he stands by the Indian, which the Indian is just awesome. If you stand to the side of the Indian, his thumb looks like his penis is hanging out of his pants. And that's every time. Yeah, you take somebody down there. He's like, you're like, here, stand here. Now let me go take your picture. Now look up. So yeah, the next time you're at the Lake of the Ozarks, go do that at the Indian. But yeah, it was predominantly shot down south of Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah, you were telling us that a couple weeks ago.
Which, it's disappointing.
Yeah.
But
I wonder why. Was it just the
tax
weather?
breaks.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even I guess obviously there's lakes in Atlanta.
It's Lake Alatoona in Atlanta or in Georgia.
I'm sure most of the big wide shots and all that.
Very few.
Really?
Yeah, there are a couple. There's one with the toll bridge that you can see that was shot. There are very few shots of actually Lake of the Ozarks, which is kind of a gripe. But
so did they just spend like a couple of days? Probably
I think 3.
3 days.
Yeah. I saw pictures. One of the local papers down there had pictures of Jason Bateman walking up and down the strip as they were filming.
And that's really, Missouri needs to put some sort of tax break on.
Well, I'm sure Mike has an opinion on.
Yeah, you see a lot of people shooting out in New Mexico, and you see Atlanta. Georgia is a big thing.
Yeah.
You see that a lot. Those are 2 places that must be really inexpensive to shoot.
Yeah, so I mean, we're gonna finish it. It's what a 10 episode
10 episodes.
season? Yeah, we're over 3/4 of the way there. It's good. Very similar to Breaking Bad. There's some pretty out there scenes. Episode 3, the place that there's some pretty out there scenes.
Is it going to be multiple seasons?
So that's the interesting thing. I read an article with an interview with Jason Bateman this week that said, he was talking about this, and he saw this more as a movie that was split into 10 episodes than an ongoing series.
Huh.
So it's yet to be seen if there will be a season 2.
Depends on how many people watch it.
Yeah. It's good. Jason Bateman's character is good. It's funny because there's been a few Jason Bateman moments where
it's very Jason Bateman. He's always
sarcastic, stupid comment, smart ass. Yeah,
it's
dry.
His character in everything. Like his Arrested Development. That is his character.
Yeah. Boy, the series starts and you want to hate Laura Linney's character.
Yeah.
But no, it's worth at least watching. I think 3 episodes, Josh. You and Lori could watch it.
I want to watch more of it. So
yeah, we've been watching it. Once Jackson goes to bed, we can burn through an episode or 2.
So there is some nudity in it.
There's a lot of nudity in it.
Yeah.
It's a full 56 minutes. I mean, it's a full, almost hour-long show.
So,
is there a way within Netflix that you can restrict? I mean, I know you can set up accounts or different names.
A kid account. Yeah.
A kid account.
We have Jackson a kid account.
But within a kid account, like, is there certain, like, let's say that you wanted to allow your kid to watch. Now, my kids are
PG-13,
a little different, but let's say that you wanted like a PG-13 or maybe even an R, but not a TVMA.
I don't know.
I never looked into that.
I don't know. I think there
has to be.
I think there's pins for like they couldn't get into your account. I think you could have a PIN number set or something like
that. Or probably a PIN number for R-rated and above. I could see that.
Oh, okay. Maybe it is.
That'd be some research for next week, Josh.
Yeah.
Report back.
So, the Juice is going to be loose.
The Juice. Did you hear the Rams signed him?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, they signed him. Yeah. They needed a running back.
Yeah. So there isn't much else to say about that.
Is there any coincidence that the Bronco is coming back? Ford is releasing the Bronco this year.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, that was a whole thing in Arrested Development, a joke that they said, Ford is no longer making the Bronco. They want to get away from that escape fugitive, vibe that's gotten. And they go, well, we have this one. It's called the Escape. So, I mean...
Yeah.
He's out of jail. In October.
October. I've seen a lot of different specials just here and there of playing back on the original trial and all the attorneys and everything.
Did you watch that? Was it USA or TBS had a series about the trial last year?
I saw a little bit of it.
No, I didn't watch it.
USA?
It was supposed to. It was supposed to be really, really good.
Oh, you mean the one that
we started?
Actually, it was a true documentary kind of thing
with. David Schwimmer was...
yes. Yeah.
People versus O.J. Simpson.
Yeah, People versus O.J. Simpson.
No, I didn't see
FX.
They won a lot of awards.
Yeah, I was thinking it was really good, but...
Yeah.
Speaking of movies and awards, Greg's all worked up over Comic-Con this week.
Comic-Con was this weekend. There was a lot of big movies, comic book movies and all that. We saw a big trailer for Justice League. I'm kind of on the fence about that because it's...
Aquaman. You hate Aquaman?
I don't hate Aquaman. Wonder Woman is amazing. That is a great movie, and I hope they're doing a reshoot of that. They're doing reshoots of that movie, like $25 million, and the Henry Cavill, who plays Superman, he's working with Paramount now. And he has to have this mustache. Well, Paramount will not let him shave it to do the reshoot, so they're going to digitally remove the mustache.
Why are they doing reshoots?
Yeah.
So it could sometimes be good news, sometimes be bad news. Sometimes it's like, we put a lot of money into this, and we can do a little bit more, but...
Which movie is this again?
Justice League.
I thought you were talking Wonder Woman.
I thought you were talking Wonder Woman too.
Justice League.
Okay.
So they're they're changing some scenes. And if you didn't know, Zack Snyder and his wife, who were doing all these DC movies, they are taking a break. I don't know if they'll be back. Was it their son or daughter committed suicide?
Oh wow!
And so they left this whole project, and Joss Whedon, who
Buffy,
Buffy did
Star Trek.
the Avengers movie. He's come in to be the new director, but I don't know if he's going to be. And he's helping rewrite too.
Huh. Didn't he do Star Wars too? He did Star Trek, the last couple Star Treks, and I think he did the last Star Wars.
No, you're thinking of J.J. Abrams.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Joss Whedon did Buffy, did the 2 Avengers movies.
Interesting.
So anyway, that's Justice League. We'll see what happens. Netflix had a couple trailers.
And this guy, we were talking about this. This guy here liked the Stranger Things trailer.
I did like the Stranger Things trailer.
But you said you got through one episode?
No, I probably watched 2 or 3. I went back and watched 2 or 3 episodes and could not get into it.
And
I just felt like it got better and better.
I know.
Every episode.
I really love that show, and I probably if Molly wasn't around, I would have watched the whole thing all in a row.
Oh, like in one day? Like,
yeah.
With like Cheetos?
Molly saved him.
Yeah. Molly saved me from Cheeto fingers, I guess. But
you still get Cheeto fingers. Don't lie.
The new trailer is really, really good. It's got Michael Jackson's Thriller. They're all in Ghostbusters costumes at one point, and you see a hint of 11 at the end.
Right.
So it looks pretty cool. Netflix also released that Bright trailer, which we watched earlier.
Watched that. Yeah, that just looks.
I think it looks stupid.
It's Will Smith being a cop. A Will Smith. I mean, it's him in Men in Black. It's him in Bad Boys. It's
kind
him in Independence Day. You know.
Yeah. With aliens or
it's kind of like a world with like science fiction and fantasy.
Yeah. And a magic wand. So Harry Potter versus
it's like a cop movie with
Harry Potter and
it's I don't know. It may be good. Maybe the trailer just makes it all over the place. You know.
Yeah.
I will say you were saying that he's the same in every movie, but there was that one movie with
Legend of Bagger Vance.
Oh, I was thinking 3 pounds.
Supernatural power. What was that called?
Hancock.
Hancock. And he was not at all like he is in most movies.
Well, he wasn't that way. It wasn't 3 pounds. It was 3 pounds? Where he was the heart transplant recipient?
Oh, I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah. Wasn't it 3 pounds? 5 pounds?
I don't know. Also, DC announced that the next Flash movie will be Flashpoint, which, comic guy like me, Flashpoint is an alternate universe. Flash goes back in time to save his mother, and when he does that, everything changes. Like, instead of in Crime Alley, Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed, he gets killed, and his parents are still alive. And the father, Thomas Wayne, becomes Batman, and the mother, Martha Wayne, becomes the Joker.
What?
Yeah,
wow.
It's and then you have the Wonder Woman and Aquaman against each other in a big. It's pretty cool. But the thing is, Jeffrey Dean Morgan played Thomas Wayne in Batman vs Superman, so maybe he'll.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Has there been a Flash movie already and I missed it?
There has not been.
Okay, well, you made it sound like there had been.
No, there hasn't been. He's going to be in this Justice League movie, which is coming out before that.
Oh, okay.
And
so that sounds very like Back to the Future-esque, where
kind of, yeah,
one little thing, totally
changes,
alters.
Yeah, sure.
It's basically, you change one thing and all this stuff changes.
Weird. But that's an actual comic book, though.
It's a comic book. Was
it old? Like, was it from years and years ago?
No, this is maybe 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. It's one of those where I'm not much for graphic novels and all that, but that is really good. I've read that one.
It's 5:30. Is it snack time?
Woo, snack time.
Let me finish these up real quick.
Jesus.
Gosh. Captain Marvel is going to be a girl. We already know that.
A girl?
Brie Larson is going to be Captain
weird.
Is that who it is?
What is? I've never even heard of Captain Marvel. There's.
You're getting a look of disdain.
No,
like I'm the dumbest guy.
I'm really
I
not
haven't
that
either.
familiar either. So the funny thing is, Captain Marvel, there was a DC character. Captain Marvel was actually,
I keep thinking Captain America.
Shazam.
Yeah.
You know the guy who goes Shazam. Well, okay. Well,
No.
in
Shazam!
I think of Shaq when I hear that. I don't know why.
Anyway,
Did they do a commercial?
No, it's a movie.
Oh, yeah,
Or
you're
wasn't
right.
it?
Yeah.
they announced Captain Marvel is going to be a prequel. It'll take place in the 90s before any of the Marvel stuff happened.
Greg's like, would you guys shut up?
And the last thing, but my favorite, Ready Player One, they showed a trailer for it, and it's amazing because
I
it's
still haven't read that book.
the book takes place in the future. Everyone has like virtual reality, gosh, what do they call it?
Goggles
Displays.
or
They have a name for it. I can't think of it right now. But they go into the Oasis, which is the virtual reality world, and you can be whatever you want to look like. You can have like in this trailer, you see the main character. He has the DeLorean from Back to the Future. So it was really neat to see that in there. You saw Freddy Krueger, you saw Duke Nukem, you saw Harley Quinn. There's so many. The funny thing is the book is about like Easter eggs and stuff like that. They're trying to find this guy's who created a legacy, these keys to win like a bunch of money and stuff.
Okay.
So in the trailer, you're actually finding all these little Easter eggs in there, and there's a QR code that takes you to a website in the trailer.
Huh.
So
Good
I
story.
think it's join the. Anyway,
So my thing with all of this, what it boils down to, if you want to prepare for your snack, I can add.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was telling
really.
Greg when you were on the phone a little bit ago that there's just too much. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
oversaturated.
You know,
now.
it's-
I can't keep up with it.
It's interesting because comic movies or superhero movies has been that genre that over the last, 8 years, 10 years, has really
exploded.
been the genre.
That's it.
Yeah.
And not only that, but it's gone into TV
Right.
and then
Yeah.
into like Netflix
Yeah.
and whatever else.
And it's so you got to wonder, is that because the appeal is cross age group? You know,
I'm
it's
sure it
it's
is,
from
yeah.
little kids, your
yeah.
kids' age, my kids' age,
up to
up to Greg. You know,
and older. Come on.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is the CW and Netflix. They have all these, and the Marvel movies, DC movies. They have all these movies that interconnect.
Yeah.
And you gotta if you don't watch
all
this
of them.
movie or this show or this movie, you're gonna be lost in this one.
Yeah, that's like the old crossovers from the 80s, when Family Ties crossed over to, whatever.
That wasn't that bad. You could watch an episode of Family Ties without being lost because you didn't watch Golden Girls.
Was there a Golden
the
Girls
same
Family
network?
Ties
Channel
crossover?
Probably. I don't know.
All right, we ready?
Sure.
Cashews, almonds, macadamia nuts, lilac, pecans too. Pistachios, live up to know the truth.
All right. So it's snack time, and Molly's. I was just
chastising the dogs.
Yeah, yelling at the dogs. I was just going to say, Molly has made a snack for us, and it depends on your liking of blueberry and lemon. We'll see.
I like lemons. I don't know that I...
So, the Muddy Buddy, the Chex. Muddy Buddy, Puppy Chow, whatever they
Puppy
call
Chow.
it. It's like
Sure.
peanut butter and powdered whatever. So, they have like a different recipe with blueberry Chex. Now, there's a blueberry Chex.
Oh, really?
So, you use white chocolate chips with lemon and... Anyway, try it. It's blueberry,
Try it, you'll
lemon...
As he throws it across the room.
Blueberry and lemon.
So you have a beer for us too?
Yeah, I was gonna look up this company, High Cotton Brewery.
Out of
Out of Memphis.
weren't you? Oh no, you were in Nashville.
No, Molly brought this back. It is
Those are really good.
Yeah, pretty good.
yeah, I think they're pretty good. So we have a Scottish ale. It's Scotland, the land of kilts, bagpipes, and beer. It doesn't say much about it, but we'll drink it.
Scotch ales are good, man. High alcohol
how
content.
How do you like to wear your kilts?
Pleated with nothing under them.
Oh. That's the way they do it in Scotland.
Yeah. I think we ought to wear kilts for a show.
Well, no one would see it.
Let's do it.
There's more in here.
Okay.
I only had the one can, so.
Those are really good. They're very cereal-like.
Yeah.
Like
Hey,
Fruit Loops or
speaking.
something.
Well, never mind.
Ooh, that smells wonderful.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Ooh, that's really good. Flavor hits you on the backside.
Yeah, it does.
That's good.
The fruity, what are these called?
Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah, they complement the beer pretty nicely.
Blueberry lemon Chex, or I don't know the name of
This
it.
beer is good.
So,
Yeah, good job, Greg.
Good job, Greg.
Good combination. Good pairing.
I will look up more. Do you want me to find out more on this?
I don't know. Do we have other stuff to talk about?
We do.
What's on the agenda?
Our love of the latter led us to brew a Scottish ale of our own, and brew we did. Our clean, malty, and fainty, peaty version comes down home approach to this Highland ale and results in a beer so good that it might bring Nessie out of hiding.
I taste a little bit of peat in it.
P?
No, peaty. The peat moss.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that is.
Yeah, when they make scotch,
Yeah.
part of the process of making scotch is to smoke it with peat.
Huh.
They light peat, big hunks of peat
Yeah?
on fire, and they smoke the
Really?
scotch. Yeah,
Huh, I didn't know that. Wow. This is a learning show.
that's why when someone has
Now you know.
when they do a scotch tasting, a comment that you'll hear frequently is, "It's peaty."
Huh.
Yeah,
I've never been to a scotch tasting.
scotch is good.
I don't know if I've ever even had scotch.
It's whiskey made in Ireland
Okay.
or Scotland. I mean,
Cool.
what is this?
Sorry, it's.
Joe.
The International Space Station orbited.
Yeah, you had a big
Big party.
Geek out
You
over
didn't
that, didn't
invite
you?
us to.
It was out in my driveway.
Had you never seen that fly over before?
No, I never looked.
I've
for
never
it.
even heard
Huh.
of that.
Really?
No, never have.
Dave Murray talks about it every time it flies over St. Louis. You can
Oh,
go
yeah.
out. You can go outside tonight at 8:45 and see it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
So how did you find out about it, Craig?
not Dave Murray.
Oh,
Glenn,
bull.
Glenn Zimmerman.
The same damn difference. Dave
Yeah.
Murray tells Glenn what to do.
Oh yeah. Anyway, he was putting it up on his Facebook channel. He's a local weatherman, if you don't know.
You watch Glenn. Chris Higgins is the guy to watch.
Oh, it was Chris Higgins.
There you go.
It was. They both are balding weathermen.
I tell you what, Chris Higgins is to me on par with Dave Murray.
Got a little something for
No,
Chris Higgins, huh?
he's a very good weatherman and knows his stuff, and a nice guy.
All right then.
So, what did it look like in person?
So it's pretty cool. So the sky was totally clear that night.
Looks like a helicopter going across.
It looks like a star, basically a really bright star, just moving across the sky, and it's fairly quick. So, but it's not as quick as like a plane.
Did it sound like a helicopter?
Didn't sound like a helicopter. Helicopters have a red light on it too. Yeah, But I thought it was really neat. If this ever happens around your neck of the woods, check it out.
It happened again last night.
Yeah, it did. It did, but it was cloudy and I couldn't see it last night.
So considering how excited you got over that, how excited are you going to be for the eclipse?
I guess pretty excited. I got my glasses.
Your glasses are awesome, by the way.
Well, only the best.
So our one out of town listener, if he's still listening, Mike,
I'm sure he still is.
He probably is aware of this because his
I don't
family
know.
lives here.
I don't. Well, yeah, his mom and dad live here, but I don't know how in touch or in tune out of towners are. I mean, the
Yeah.
rest of the 90% of the country that isn't in the total eclipse, how in touch they are with it.
Total eclipse of the heart.
And he would be really far away. from it,
Yeah, his closest place would be somewhere probably Utah, Colorado, northern Colorado-ish.
So it's a really big deal here
a
because
huge
we're right in the totality line.
Yeah, we're
2
right in
minutes
the
and
center of
39
the-
seconds.
Yeah.
60 mile radius. Is that what it is?
Something like that, because St. Louis is out of it. Cape Girardeau? I think Cape Girardeau is out of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
We're right in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right smack in the middle.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. So schools are canceling.
Which
My
is
kids' school is canceled.
Stupid.
There's all these huge viewing parties
Yeah.
everywhere.
Parties.
It's just a shame it's on a Monday, but
It is on a at like what 1 something
it's
in the afternoon.
Yeah.
If they can only move it, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
But- And Lori said, "What if they get it wrong?" I'm like, "No, that doesn't work that way."
No, they're not. What could happen would be it rain.
Yeah, that's what I told her. It
Cloud.
would
But
be really cloudy.
you wouldn't be able to see it, but it would still get
Still
dark.
get dark, yeah.
And so I've been the last 2 days. I got on YouTube and did a search for total eclipse or total solar eclipse, and the ones that come back are from like Queensland, Australia, Sri Lanka, Indonesia, places like that. And it's these folks that just set up a camera, throw it over in the background, and it's a real wide-angle shot. So they get everybody in front as well as the sun in a corner of the frame. And I was excited about it. It's cool, but after watching these videos, it's like, holy shit, this is really cool. Because they're standing there, and I mean, you see the sun full brightness, and then all of a sudden you notice, hey, that's getting a little bit dimmer, and within about 10 seconds, it goes from full brightness, afternoon sun,
Yeah.
to after dusk. I mean, just boom, like that.
One of the things that I read was that it really messes with like Mother Nature too, because animals,
Yeah.
birds will go back to roost.
Yeah.
Frogs will start chirping.
Yeah.
Well, of course, like streetlights and things like that will come on. So
Right.
it's just like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like starts to happen like that quickly.
Think of like a badass storm rolling in, and it gets really,
Really
dark.
dark.
It's darker than
Way
that.
darker than that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
gonna be
pretty
pretty wild.
damn cool.
Yeah, I'm
The-
pretty excited about it. We haven't.
That one is the one. That's one of the ones I was watching.
You said it was 99 years ago that this happened.
99
Touched-
years ago was the last
US.
time a total eclipse touched the U.S.
Gosh.
And then it's going to happen again in 2
in
years.
2 years from
Yeah.
now.
So it's like right about here.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, keep going this way. So anyway,
Rob.
Yeah, watch. So what else we got on the agenda, boys?
So you like to talk about this pop culture stuff, Greg?
Oh,
What
do
you
we need
got?
Do we need the song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play it.
What you got?
I don't know if this completely fills Greg's, you know how he is. It might not be quite what he's looking for. But over the weekend, we were in Columbia, and we went to that store that you went to. What's it called? Ozark Land.
Oh yeah.
We could have segued
Yeah.
through a couple of things.
Yeah.
So this is out on
Tourist trap.
I-70 in Columbia,
junk
or
store.
Kingdom
It is a junk
City.
store. Yep.
So we're walking around
A
in
bunch
there.
of porcelain birds upstairs.
And its grandma calls it a gotcha. A gotcha shop.
Yeah, my youngest son, who's 11, Landon, he loves that kind of stuff. I mean, he's all about like
sure.
picking and just sifting through things and all that kind of thing. So he finds a Switchblade comb.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember
I had one of
those.
those. Yeah.
$2. This thing is really cool. Like it's it's like got metal and plastic. It looks exactly like the knife. I mean, it's heavy.
So
like
he's
the
going to
knife.
take it to school on the first
So
day.
that was my first reaction. I'm like, this can't go to school. I couldn't believe it was only $2. I was like, yeah,
I'm just
okay.
combing my
right.
hair, Dad.
Yeah.
So the rest of the weekend, he's like, tough guy. Yeah. Go out, punk. Flipping it out and stuff and like showing all the older
What are you gonna
kids
do?
and
Comb
stuff.
my hair?
Yeah, so he'd do that whole thing where he'd go and then part his hair over to the side and everything with it. But it reminded me of those things were pretty popular, or they were around whenever we were kids. And I always wanted one because I thought they were pretty cool. And I looked
So you
up.
got one too?
No.
The
I
Switchblade
didn't get
comb?
Yeah, I thought they were
okay.
I thought they were cool.
Yeah.
I was looking on this, this wiki page, and it said that they were popular in the 70s, and in fact there was even one on Happy Days.
Oh, I thought
Really?
it was Welcome Back, Cotter.
Well, it said Fonzie.
Of course, Greg would know the TV reference for
No,
that.
it said Fonzie had one.
Oh, I thought it was John Travolta and Welcome Back, Cotter, but
I'm trying to find the article now, but I don't remember which one I clicked on. But anyway, yeah, he got that, and I thought that was kind of cool. It was like a throwback.
Yeah, that's
to-
cool. Man, those like Ozark land places are just junk stores.
It is. It's just total junk. And like Greg said, he went there to get something. Was it jerky? Is that where you got
Fudge. They got good fudge, don't they?
Yeah, well, that's what the boys left the hotel. We were in the hotel that shared the parking lot with that place. So the boys went over there. We're
let's
like,
go to
yeah,
Ozark
Yeah,
Land.
we got some time to kill.
yeah, here's $10. They went
Yeah,
over
have
there.
fun.
So they come back with fudge.
Oh, that's awesome.
I just thought it was hilarious.
Hey, Grandma, did you get some saltwater taffy too?
Yeah.
Man, I like saltwater taffy.
The one side of the store, like I think you were describing it a couple weeks ago. It's like all that knick-knack stuff, and every aisle's a little bit different.
Everything's junk.
They have like a Coca-Cola aisle, and then they have like a John Deere aisle, but then on the other side of the store, it's all these it's clothes, and you'll have like I don't know, I'm
Something
in
no
the
one would
Ozarks.
ever wear.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Dick's 5 and Dime down in Branson? It very similar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're like, what is it? I forget what their slogan is. Something like, it's a tradition to stop here, or something like that. Like, as if
Yeah,
everybody who's
sure.
crossing the state of Missouri just
Sure.
has to stop. And
There's one in
Ozark
Kingdom
Land.
City too. At the
That's where
exit.
we were,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
it's silly.
Because when we can go that way to the lake, and we
Right.
stop at that McDonald's for a pit stop.
Yeah. Yep. That's where we were. So does that fit your?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Good job, Josh.
Hey.
You got Greg's stamp of approval on that.
I remember that type of stuff. Ozark Land, I remember seeing at the Silver Dollar City always had the toy area.
Yeah.
They had all the cap gun type
Yeah.
things, and then you'd find stuff like that, the Switchblade
Yeah.
comb. Or
Wait, they still have that?
I don't know.
At Silver Dollar City?
Yeah, the Switchblade comb.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think
Probably.
it came in a box. I mean,
Did it?
Yeah. But I don't. Yeah, it's one of those things where I know that if he took it to school,
Oh,
we'd have
God.
problems.
Yeah, you'd be getting a call.
Yeah, that's where I remember seeing him. Obviously,
really?
Whenever I was a kid, was at school.
Really?
Yeah, I don't
Interesting.
remember. I don't remember them out of school.
Did
Somebody
Greg
just had
have one?
No.
Is that where you
No.
saw it?
Yeah. Man, they have some really nice ones. $21.99 on Amazon.
Holy crap!
Wow, that's got to be pretty fancy.
Ooh, it's got green inlay on the handle.
nice.
5, 6. I can't find any for $2 though.
You got a
Bucks,
deal.
man. I thought it was a great deal. When as soon as I saw it,
Oh wait, here's 1 dozen for $15.49. So
Oh.
you could.
You could buy a
that's
dozen of
probably
them.
what they did.
Yeah, that's probably what they do. The yellow box.
Yeah.
God, I
Yeah.
remember having that exact same one.
Yeah.
That button on the side.
Yep.
Yeah,
So he thought that was the coolest.
Well, it is cool.
that's awesome.
Pretty awesome. So, hey, what else do we have here?
TV above the fireplace or not?
Oh yeah, this was just a question that I had for you guys.
Okay.
So, a lot of people now they're mounting their flat screen TVs like there is any other type of TV anymore.
I have a console.
They're mounting them above their fireplace.
Yeah, you hate this idea for some
I
reason.
hate it, but I don't know what.
Why do you
Like
hate
'em
it?
high. Some people put them up really high. I hate that. The TV should be at eye level.
But eye level standing or sitting down?
Sitting
it
down.
should be an in between. Like, yeah, kind of. Like, this would be too low.
Yeah,
this is
that's
perfect eye level for...
But I
you
would
pointing
have
at?
no problem. I wouldn't have to crank my neck to see if it was 3
if it
feet
was-
higher.
If it was above that fireplace there...
My eyes would move. My neck wouldn't have to
But
move.
right where we are is perfect.
It's fine, but you don't normally sit. What are you saying over here in this room or
I'm
upstairs
just saying
in your living room?
No, like
He's bitching. is all
I'm
he's
just
doing.
saying. Normally, you wouldn't be back this far.
Yeah.
In your living room.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
you are.
and
Maybe
you're
you have a
sitting
large.
lower.
Maybe you have a large living room.
But if you are at the side, if you just have one chair here, okay, fine. But if you have chairs where you're at an angle and stuff, it's awful.
I'll tell you this: my father-in-law, who lives in Tennessee, has a beautiful house. He's a carpenter. He has a business, but the inside of his house looks like a Cabela's. I mean, he's a hunter. He's got all kinds of trophy game, and he's got this great room, and he's got this huge fireplace that's custom made, and it's got this amazing log over the mantle. But he put his TV above that. I bet the TV is at least 8 feet off.
See, that's
off the
too
floor.
high.
So when you're sitting, you have to recline in every chair just to look up, because you can't just sit there in a couch and look up.
Who the hell has their phone on?
Molly says we keep freezing.
Really?
You froze.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't necessarily care for that, especially if it's a standard height like mantle and it's a foot above that or 2 feet above that. I don't like TVs at that height. It's my opinion.
I agree.
I don't have a strong
that was-
opinion.
You gotta have an opinion.
You
This
don't have a strong opinion.
I don't really care on this.
Wow.
I don't have a strong opinion on this.
That's disappointing.
Hey, Rob, welcome to the live stream. Hey,
When you're making what now? It's good the TV is higher.
it says, Dad, don't forget the posters.
Yeah, he wants your posters.
Oh, no. We're not giving them to Caleb.
Which posters?
All those little things around Greg's kitchen, like all the
bands and
band
stuff,
posters
yeah.
and stuff.
They're
So
called flyers. He
he's-
said it wrong,
Oh,
so he's
jeez.
not getting them. No.
Oh, great.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So a long time ago, Greg
Greg's a
said, or
stickler.
Molly, I think, said that we're going to get rid of these.
Yes, I think I've heard that more than once.
and so Caleb was like, yeah, those are cool. I'd love to have those in my room.
Rob says, when you're making love, it's good the TV is higher.
I already said that, but I just omitted the part of it.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
And Caleb said, yikes.
Yeah, I see that.
So, boys-
apparently my stream is slower than yours, huh?
It's about that time, gentlemen. Where can you find
Time
us?
to wrap it up. Man,
Man,
he is like,
I know.
come on, I got to get out of here. It's like he's got to.
I got dinner.
I got dinner reservations.
This is late for me.
Stuckinbetapodcast.com. You could catch all of our information.
Information.
Oh, wait. He's got to change the screen. Oh, he didn't change it to begin the show.
Subscribe on
I did.
iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher. Search for Stuck in Beta in your Google.
And I'm actually working on a lot of us are on different videos. Some are on Film Bacon, some are on Beer 30. Obviously, the Stuck in Beta videos. I'm working on halfasstv.com. You can keep checking that. Right now, it's just a bunch of random videos of us.
Of the
If you're-
different projects that we've done.
Different thousands of projects we've done.
This is the longest running, though. 50
Yes,
episodes.
I agree. Yes.
50 is...
50 episodes.
we did more than that
Did we
for
do
Beer
50
30.
We didn't do 50 movie reviews.
No, probably not all videos, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a year at the end of this. Well, it might be a year right now, actually. This is probably the 1 year anniversary.
I think it's in August, so
I think it was the last week of July.
I think it was August 3rd, I thought.
Oh, no.
You weren't here for the first
I
episode.
wasn't.
No, it
Why-
would be 52. Well, no, because we skipped
we
a couple
skipped a
weeks.
couple weeks.
It may be. You're
This is the
right.
one- Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary!
1 year down.
Where are you
guys.
taking us to dinner?
Yeah.
1 year in.
Yeah, 1 year. This is by far the longest project we've done consecutively.
Commitment. These guys.
Did we brew beer for a
The
year?
first episode
year.
streamed
This is gonna fall
live
apart
on
soon.
July 27th.
Well, today's the 26th.
So tomorrow would be
Oh,
our 1 year
wow.
annerversary.
Wow.
Look at that.
We need to do an
Hit that
anniversary
applause
show
button.
next week. Oh yeah, where is the applause button?
So next week's going to be the anniversary week, huh?
Yeah, we might as
can't
well.
make
Yeah, we should do like a greatest hits.
A clip episode.
Yeah, a clip episode.
Here's where
Montage.
we ate a chalupa.
Yeah. No, the naked chicken chalupa. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Man, that was a great episode.
That
We were
was my
shit-faced
favorite.
Well,
that
save it for
episode.
next week.
Yeah. We'll have the montage going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, well, that's it for this week, and we'll see you next time.
Oh crap.
That's wrong. There you go. Cut it off too soon.
Oh, shut up.
I was feeling it, and then